This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 4. Coverage you can count on.
Right now at 4.
Isolated storms are popping up right now. I'm meteorologist George Waldenberger tracking growing rain coverage through the evening.
Plus, how some children as young as 5 years old may be able to get a COVID-19 vaccination. And this afternoon, state education leaders found Orange and Brevard County schools are violating the rule of law,
which requires an opt-out of the district's mask mandate at the sole discretion of the parent or legal guardian.
How school leaders defended their mandates, and what's next. 2 local school districts are now facing possible sanctions from the State Board of Education over their mask mandates. Good afternoon. I'm Vanessa Eccles.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. The board found the Brevard and Orange County school districts violated an emergency rule by not letting parents opt out at their sole discretion. Channel 9's Melanie Holt begins our team coverage right now on Brevard. And Mel, even before that meeting with the state, a group of parents told you they are suing their school districts.
Yeah, those parents have students in either Orange or Brevard public schools, and much like the Commissioner of Education, they say they alone should determine whether or not their children mask up.
There's some positive news in the fight against COVID-19 in Orange County public schools. School leaders say coronavirus cases are trending down, and they say safety protocols like requiring masks played a big part in the drop in cases. Channel 9's Christy Turner continues our team coverage now. She looked at new data released by Florida Agricultural Commissioner Nikki Fried that Fried says shows masks are making things safer for students. Commissioner Fried is also planning to run against the governor for his office. We posted more of the data that she released today, along with a full statement from the governor's office. It's all at WFTV.com. Now, Florida has finally submitted its plan for how it wants to spend more than $2 billion in federal school relief money. Florida was the only state in the country that had not submitted its proposal for the 3rd round of coronavirus relief money. State leaders say they plan to use the money to boost reading and math achievement, expand vocational education programs, and provide free SATs for high school students.
Today is our 7th straight day of temperatures in the 90s in Orlando, and now some showers are firing up all of our parts of Central Florida. Eyewitness News certified meteorologist George Waldenberger is tracking who's going to see the rain throughout the evening. Hey, George. God, it's hot.
Look at this. 95 degrees. Our heat index is above 100 right now. Somebody tell it it's fall out there, please. 95 in Claremont, 94 in Leesburg. That looks like a record. It's not as hot at the beaches, but with the hotter air, we will at least have a few more showers than we've had the past few days. You can see the rain is picking up here, parts of rural Osceola and eastern Orange counties, and now building closer to places around Runnymede and St. Cloud. Now you can see that line. That's our sea breeze. As that moves to the west, we'll have a few more showers spark along that. Watching rain creep into parts of Osceola, Marion County as well. Through around 8 o'clock, the rain will be scattered, kind of hit or miss around most areas, including Orlando. But if you're near the beach, only a slight chance for rain this evening. We will time that out for you, though, hour by hour using Future Track 9, so you can plan your evening just ahead. Martha?
All right. Pfizer is now asking federal regulators to grant emergency use authorization of their coronavirus vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. It comes as new cases, hospitalizations, and deaths in the U.S. are on the decline. As ABC's Morgan Norwood explains, the Biden administration is working to keep the momentum going by touting the success of vaccine requirements. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says Democrats have reached an agreement with Republicans to extend the government's borrowing authority into December. The deal temporarily averts a debt crisis. Without one, the nation will default on its loans in 2 weeks. Experts say the impact on the economy would be catastrophic. We're digging into the deal that leaders have in place. We're going to break that down in about 30 minutes. Well, right now, Kissimmee police are searching for 2 people they say have been firing gunshots into the air along the bike path along the Kissimmee Trail. You can hear it. Suspects have actually been caught right there on security camera in the area. There have been 4 different incidents dating back to April of this year. Police say so far there have been no reports of anyone getting injured by that gunfire.
This afternoon, we're still waiting to find out an official cause of death for Mia Marcano. Yesterday, Orange County Sheriff John Minas said Armando Caballero was the only suspect in her killing. Marcano's family says they believe deputies didn't take her disappearance seriously in the beginning, and they should have acted more quickly to take Caballero into custody. He died of suicide. Sheriff Minas says there was no probable cause or evidence against Caballero when they first talked to him at the Arden Villas apartments hours after Marcano disappeared. The sheriff says they continue to investigate the events that led to Mia's killing. 18 former NBA players are facing criminal charges accused of trying to defraud the league's health care plan. Investigators say the scheme involved former players submitting fake reimbursement claims for exams and procedures that were never done. Terrence Williams, Tony Allen, and former Orlando Magic player Glenn Big Baby Davis were among those indicted by a federal grand jury. The indictment alleges the players submitted close to $4 million in fake claims. A newly released audit shows no one was inspecting or repairing dozens of local walkways and bridges used by thousands of people.
Coming up, we're asking the county how this happened and if any changes are being made. And next, the steps one local county is taking to push forward plans for a new trail for bicyclists, runners, and walkers between several cities.
It all begins when you wake up, and you need the right morning team to help get you started off the right way. A team that tells you the major overnight news with live reporting on the important news happening right now. A team to have you ready so you know what to expect, while also preparing you for what might be next. A team that'll make sure you're in the know, whether you're working from home or on the go. That's the Channel 9 Eyewitness News This Morning team. Tomorrow, starting at 4:30 a.m.
WFTV.com/CareConnect. Brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care.
Doppler 9 radar is driven by Toyota of Orlando, I-4 near Millennium Mall, and Toyota of Claremont.
As the weekend-long Mount Dora Bicycle Festival kicks off today, there's growing excitement about a trail that could link the downtowns of Mount Dora and Tavares. State and county leaders are expected to meet to get public input on the project later this month. The so-called Tavdora Trail could be one of the final pieces to connect a 200-mile coast-to-coast trail. Channel 9's Jeff Deal is live now near Mount Dora. And Jeff, it could go along inactive railroad tracks.
It would inactive tracks out here. It would be a $34 million project, and what it would be is 14 feet across, a paved trail that would run along the railroad bed that connects the two cities out here. Now, the cities and counties have applied for a $25 million grant that could potentially cover a large chunk of that.
Covering the Space Coast right now today, we heard from the members of SpaceX and NASA's Crew 3 mission that will launch from Kennedy Space Center later this month. The 4 crew members were at the Johnson Space Center in Houston this afternoon to talk about the upcoming mission. They will be arriving in Brevard County this weekend. Their 6-month science mission to the International Space Station is scheduled to lift off on October 30th at 2:43 in the morning. There is a backup window on Halloween.
We have a lot of exciting things planned, from spacewalks to science experiments to visitors with the private astronaut missions and spaceflight participants. So it's kind of a dream mission.
Crew 3 will carry 400 pounds of cargo to the ISS on SpaceX's 3rd operational mission to the space station. All right, I love this place. Gatorland, bringing back its Halloween event.
The 3rd annual Gators, Ghosts, and Goblins starts back up this Saturday, and guests can walk through several haunt zones, listen to some live music, and participate in meet and greets with animals and other things at Gatorland. People who show up can wear costumes as long as it's not too scary or gory. Okay. Who determines that? Kids who dress up can march in the Halloween.
Look at that, V. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
That's scary.
As I was mentioning, kids can march in the Halloween costume parade. Guests can catch the fun every weekend through Halloween.
Well, if you've been watching us for a while, you know that Vanessa does not like snakes. So every time we get snake video on, we have to just, you know.
Thanks a lot, friends.
You'd be mad at the producer for making you read that.
Thanks
like
a lot,
trick and a treat waiting for you.
Hopefully no one's going to be mad at you. Look at those temps.
I'm sorry, so
October,
sorry.
and we're talking about heat index.
Goodness.
Look at this map, guys. Heat index 101 right now in Orlando. Yes, it is technically fall, but it is technically Florida too. So, okay, here's a bit of good news. This may be one of the last times we will get a heat index above 100 for the year. So I guess enjoy it. Try and stay cool. That's what I meant to say. But your forecast, areas of rain through 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow, higher rain chances for the afternoon. I'll time this out for you coming up in the next half hour. But tomorrow we'll have even higher rain chances for you, and we could use that rain. Here's your 7-day forecast. The weekend always in view, 70%. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, another 90-degree day. Not as hot this weekend, but Saturday morning and afternoon showers and storms will be possible. Vanessa?
After paying a well-known company thousands for an appliance warranty, a local woman claims it failed to fix her refrigerator. Coming up, how Action 9 got results and what you need to know about home warranties. And thousands of women are expected to face a breast cancer diagnosis just this year alone. Next, the new treatments one local hospital system is using to help save lives.
And new at 5, EA Sports is getting ready to move to its new headquarters in Paramore. The opportunities they're creating for area kids to get in the game. This year, about 280,000 women are expected to be diagnosed with breast cancer.
To continue the discussion about the disease, today Channel 9 anchor Christian Brewery spoke with a local doctor who's in the operating room working to save lives. And we here at Channel 9 are committed to making sure everyone knows where to find resources to fight breast cancer. So join us on Friday as 9 Family Connection presents Hope and Healing. We'll take you through those new advancements in care being pioneered right here in Orlando. That is Friday, tomorrow night, 7:30, right here on Channel 9. Top Senate Democrats and Republicans say the crisis over the debt limit has been averted temporarily.
And coming up, the deal leaders say is in place and the main sticking points between both sides on a longer-term agreement. And many small businesses, including restaurants, are still struggling to find workers. The possible solutions being suggested to help and what congressional leaders are being called to do.
And a newly released audit shows dozens of bridges and walkways weren't being inspected or repaired in Orange County. Next, we're asking how this happened and what's being done to make sure the structures are safe.
For half a century, its magic has brought joy to millions and helped shape the city we all call home. Now, join Channel 9 Eyewitness News as we celebrate Walt Disney World's 50th birthday. I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sagowski. We'll share the stories of the history behind Disney's decision to choose Orlando and how the park has evolved over time. Plus, the plans ahead that will continue to bring visitors around the world to Central Florida.
Eyewitness News celebrates 50 years of magic. Sunday at 7 on Channel 9.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 4. Coverage you can count on.
New at 4:30. A newly released audit shows dozens of Orange County bridges and walkways weren't inspected for years. Now, we're asking county leaders how this happened and what steps are being taken to make sure the structures are safe.
You can't necessarily say, well, you ought to inspect every year or every 2 years or every 5 years. We just know it's not never.
The audit also found even routine maintenance had not been done in 3 years on some bridges and walkways, but that's all changing now.
Yeah, the Orange County Comptroller decided to take a look at county bridges after the 2018 pedestrian bridge collapse at FIU that killed 6 people. Today, Channel 9 Shannon Butler sat down with county auditors to see what was missing and what the county is doing to fix things.
As the FBI continues to search for Brian Laundrie here in Florida, investigators say they found the remnants of a campsite that appeared to have been recently used in the Carlton Reserve in Sarasota County. Agents are looking for Laundrie there following the death of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. Law enforcement asked his father to show them trails that his son was known to have used, but after the campsite discovery, they wanted to search that area alone. Well, turning now to the coronavirus pandemic, new numbers show small businesses are feeling the pain of the pandemic even worse. It's especially hard for restaurants for a number of reasons. And managers told Channel 9 Washington correspondent Blair Miller why they worry that any real change could still be months away.
In Washington, D.C., there's a deal to raise the debt limit, averting a potential economic disaster.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said the agreement will fund the government through early December. But as ABC's Ika Jachi reports, not every lawmaker is on board.
Today in our Forever Family series, we want to introduce you to a sweet little boy who's looking for a permanent home. His name is DeMonte, and as you're about to see, he has so much love to give. Oh my goodness.
That picture.
That picture.
That is joy, what she said.
So sweet. Oh my goodness. And you know, we do so many stories on special needs children who get adopted, and they thrive. They make such great strides being in that loving environment. That's all they need. To learn more about adopting or helping DeMonte or any of the children waiting in foster care, you can contact Forever Family through 9family.com. Remember, when you foster or adopt a child from care, you have plenty of support, including covering medical needs and any type of training you may need to care for them. That little sweet face, oh my goodness.
He will steal your heart, I can tell, because he stole ours.
Yes.
A local homeowner felt burned when a company didn't fix her refrigerator after she paid thousands for an appliance warranty. So she called Action 9 for results. Next, how to dispute warranty coverage denials.
Plus, very important cargo inside a trailer that rolled into Daytona Beach and is a piece, there it is, of the city's history, George.
Martha, we made history today in the weather department as well. 95, that is record heat. So I'm updating when things will cool off and when more rain will develop.
Stocks were up on Wall Street today. Here's a look at the final numbers.
We plan our show so it doesn't waste your time.
We're going to make it as easy for you to get all the news that matters to you in a quick fashion.
It's really important to get you that weather and traffic every 10 minutes because in those 10 minutes, something could change.
We're going over the cameras together, pinpointing where the storms are, and then check to see if there's any problems with the traffic. We're here to help you restore your routine.
And that it's something that you can depend on and get you informed so you can get out the door with everything you need.
A local woman paid thousands for an appliance repair warranty over the past 15 years, but claims the company failed to deliver when she needed help the most.
Yeah, when the well-known service failed to fix her refrigerator for 2 months, she called Action 9 for results. Consumer investigator Todd Ulrich explains how to avoid warranty dead ends. If you have a tip for Todd and the Action 9 team, head to WFTV.com or check out the WFTV Action 9 page on Facebook. People line the streets to welcome a statue of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune to Daytona Beach. You heard there, dozens cheered and honked their horns yesterday as the statue passed by the Bethune-Cookman University campus. The 11-foot-tall marble statue is inside that orange trailer that just passed by. It was completed a few months ago in Italy. The statue of the educator and civil rights icon will be unveiled Monday and will temporarily go on display at Daytona State College. Then it will head to its permanent home in the Statuary Hall of the U.S. Capitol to represent the state of Florida. So they all turned out. They knew it was there, but can't see it yet.
Everyone coming out to welcome it. We're welcoming you, George, even with 95 and 100 temps on your map.
Yeah, roll out the welcome wagon in the heat. 95 degrees in Leesburg today. That was a record. That broke a record from 1986 of 94 degrees. So if you're new to Florida, this is a little too hot for this time of year. This is more like record territory. All right, what about rain to cool things off? We could really use it. It's 95 in Orlando, 95 in Claremont right now. Looks like a good beach day, although it may be a little too hot. I was looking at this camera all day. Believe me, I was. There wasn't a lot of people at the beach, probably because a lot of them working. Water temperatures in the mid-80s and a little cooler at Daytona Beach, but at one point the heat index was 100 at Daytona Beach today as well. We do have some showers developing in Osceola County and now building closer to Lake Nona, Meadowwoods, Hunters Creek, Kissimmee. These will build primarily over the southern half of Orlando over the next couple of hours. Not everybody will get the rain, but you'll have a higher rain chance if you're farther south. Flagler County, a few spotty showers developing, also down towards Seville in inland Volusia County. Morning. Here's your 7-day forecast. The weekend always in view. Saturday afternoon, a few hit or miss showers, but rain not a guarantee, not as hot either. Then Sunday, a quiet morning, and then a few isolated afternoon showers, but again, not everybody gets the rain Sunday. A little drier next week. Martha.
As Disney's 50th birthday celebration continues, you can join us as we explore how Disney World first came to be here in Central Florida and what has changed since then. You can watch our WFTV special Sunday, October 10th at 7 p.m. right here on Channel 9.
Seminole County drivers are waiting weeks to make an appointment to renew their license. All new at 5. The decision people are making out of state, that's driving up wait times.
Next Reel, Army vet JR has a touching story.
I got a random care package, sent an email thank you.
Hear how he found his true love.
4 years later, we got married.
That's a lovely story.
Brought to you by Advent Health.
Still ahead, members from Brevard and Orange County school boards defended their mask mandates in front of state education leaders today.
How the state responded and the latest discussions about penalties moving forward.
Plus, studies show COVID-19 took about 2 to 3 months off Americans' life expectancy. Why that number is even higher for minority populations.
All right, we had record heat today, and in the heat, a few isolated showers are developing. So next, I'll help you plan around these showers for both this evening and again tomorrow.